Beats Planet.
Testing. What's good, y'all? It's Voch, cardio keto Voch. Pardon me. What's good, man? Lombardicus Prime, John Wick III, all that good stuff. We're here. It's the last day of the month, and I try to get live streams out on the last day of the month because that's when everything resets. You know, little old me. What I wanted to do today was kind of bring people together, congregate, talk a little ball. I got a few thoughts. Not a lot of thoughts, but I got a few. And I noticed that when I do a lot of my QnA stuff, I ignore the hell out of the chat box. My apologies. It's just that, you know, like once upon a time, I used to be always heavy in the chat box. But then like at some point, the chat box got like real fast and, you know, calls kind of took over. So I'm going to dedicate some Q&A time to my chat box because I like to be fair. And I'm going to look at some film because I was going to be looking at film anyway. You know, I was just going to be doing my own research independently. So I guess y'all can sit in with me on that. Plus, the phones are active if y'all want the phones to be active. 515-606-5187. Access code 309104. If you want to call into the show. If you want to get any kind of thoughts out. It's a Q&A. It means if you have questions, I'll try my best to get answers. JJ the Mime, what's good? I'm about to address your question right now. No, I'm not. I'm going to address your question in a second after this. First of all, I just got this beep on the cell phone telling me that Trey Boston finally got signed. And let me just tell y'all how excited I am that Trey Boston finally got signed because I'm sick of my people asking me, should the Cowboys sign Trey Boston? Like, I don't want nobody that's just been on the market for a whole 2 years. Like, just don't nobody want him. Just nobody wants him, right? Like, we shouldn't doubt our safety so much that we're gonna go get some dude that 31 other teams don't want, right? But we're just gonna say, hey, we'll take him. Nah, fam, what we got is a little better than Trey Boston. So shouts out to the Panthers for giving him a job and all that. Also, let me get some housekeeping out the way before I get started. I have 2 spots left in my Patreon fantasy football league situation. So if you're a $10 patron, this is your last chance. If you're a $10 patron to scoot on over to patreon.com/Voch Lombardi and drop your email on the appropriate post. So, you know, we can lock up all of these slots, because if you don't, and it's still two places open Friday, I'm going to open it up to $5 and $1 patrons. And there's a couple of them. So, and it's only 2 spots. So you might want to get in where you fit in right now. So go ahead and hop on that. Terrence Samuel won the Patreon free shirt giveaway. That's for all patrons. So I'm going to send that out. Actually, it's the end of the month. So I'm going to send that out tomorrow because it'll be the first of the month. That's when I normally send them out. And also, I've been like in this feedback type of deal. Like I've been wanting feedback for how the content on my channel's been going. Some of y'all have reached out to me and told me how y'all feel about it, or y'all have given me feedback. I don't want to be just like a one-dimensional type of deal. I don't want to just simply be film session guy. Because what I learned is that when you run out of film, like what else? You know what I mean? Like what's left? And I don't want to be a what's left type of guy. I kind of want to keep y'all busy. I kind of want to always have things to talk about. Shouts out to Okoye Media. Like, I always follow his lead on this, to where if he ain't got nothing to talk about, he just ain't going to drop no video. You know what I mean? He's not just going to fabricate something to talk about. And I was in a situation where I didn't have any film to talk about, but I always had something to say, right? So I started doing blogs and these think pieces or whatever, and I think they've been pretty successful. So if y'all got any feedback on how to make those better, I've been working on editing. Like, my first wave of feedback, somebody was like, incorporate some editing. It was like, work on my, on my jump cuts and my, put some other little things in there to keep us busy or whatnot. And I've been working on that. So y'all y'all let me know what y'all think about my editing. I think that's all the housekeeping we got. Support the merch, shop.spreadshirt.com/shop Lombardi. Appreciate everybody that supports there. All right, cool. So I'm watching film on Amari Cooper today because I think it's appropriate to watch film on Amari Cooper. It's always something else new to learn. I think sometimes as like Cowboy fans, we don't always understand the greatness that we have because it's so close. And I recognize this because I tried to be like a film for everybody guy. And I was talking to this one kid. He was like, yo, Voch, like, I love your videos, but you do nothing but Cowboy stuff. And in my mind, I'm like, man, dog, like, if you're a football guy, you'll still watch this shit anyway, because I did this Amari Cooper video about how he runs a slant 4 different ways, and they all look different. You know, different steps or different setups. He'll use different leveraging or whatever. You ain't got to be a Cowboy fan to appreciate that. Now, if the hate consumes you on that level, then feel free, do your thing. If you just want hate to consume you, go ahead. But if you're a football fan, you can see some dopeness in that. Or if you're if you're a DN fan, like a pass rush fan, you see DeMarcus Lawrence use his hands. You can see some value in that. Or you see Van Der Esch and Jalen Smith, how they read keys, how their reaction time, how they react and burst to things. Like, you gotta be a Cowboy fan to appreciate that. So I watch a lot of Amari Cooper, and I get a lot of lessons from watching Amari Cooper. I learn a lot about wide receiver just covering them. You know what I'm saying? So as Cowboy fans, I want us to just look at the top tier guys that we have and just appreciate them. You know, like you can look at Tyron Smith's pass rush technique and be like, man, I can learn something there. Or Cooper's route running, or D-Law's hands, or how our linebackers flow to the football, or whatever. I'm gonna find something impressive about Byron Jones. We gonna have that conversation. I just hate watching film on DBs. Like I said, the one topic I did kind of want to touch on my own, while I gotta redo this. I wanted to touch on my own while the film was going. I wanted to talk about one thing that's upsetting me about training camp. Something that's really making me mad. I was talking to the lady, it was yesterday or today, I forgot. These days kind of run together. And first of all, I was expressing how content I was to not be in Oxnard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool not being there. You know what I'm saying? Like last year I used to make a big deal, like, oh, I got to get all this training camp footage, or I got to get but after a while I was like, man, I'm cool. I can be the report from location guy, from Texas, from Houston guy. I can be that guy. And I think I did pretty cool at it this year. I think I dropped some pretty good film while the training camp videos were going on. Shouts out to Brother Law Nation, because it's his time. Brother Law getting all the good footage. And if y'all looking for some footage, y'all run over to his channel. Y'all grab somebody by the wrist so it could be two of y'all and run over to his channel and go check out all that good content. And even if I was to go to Oxnard, I wouldn't even record it. Like, it's just, it's just not where I'm at right now. But the one thing that's really upsetting me, the one thing that's really making me mad about training camp is they not recording the good shit. And I plan on cussing Law out about this at some point. I want to do it on air. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it on the phone. But they ain't recording none of the good stuff. They'll record somebody in motion, and they'll put it up in the fans, be like, oh, shit, motion. Or they'll record Dak throwing the ball, and they'll be like, oh, snap, we got Dak throwing the ball. Listen, I've been a part of football for a long time. I know what motion looks like. I know what Dak Prescott throwing the ball looks like. You know what I don't know what something looks like? I don't know what Tristan Hill looks like versus Connor Williams. I have no idea what that looks like. I have no idea what Travis Frederick versus Antoine Woods Part 2 looks like without a punch in the face. You know what I mean? That's about the only thing that's really got me kind of upset. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, he recorded Heath getting an interception. I'm good. Tasha, we've seen Jeff Heath get interceptions. Jeff Heath leads his team in interceptions. They recording even DallasCowboy.com, right? They was doing their little training camp live, right? And they were like, all right, y'all, we about to report. We about to record compete period. Let's see what we got here. Oh, we're at the end of it. Oh shit, they blew the horn. All right, cool. I guess we'll look at some position drills. I'm like, what? What? Whatever. Like, all right, y'all. This is team period. We're gonna take a look at team period, but we're gonna zoom right in on Rico Gathers, and we don't want to let y'all see nothing else. I say, huh? What? You know what I'm saying? If I go to training camp, dog, like, I'm just going to go for me. I'm just going to go for me and watch what I want to see. But all the people that's recording footage, shouts out to y'all. We as a community, we appreciate y'all, the work that y'all putting in to bring content to the Cowboy YouTube community. But boy, can I get a look at what Connor McGovern looks like in any of these drills, please? I know we excited about motion. I know we are. But please, damn. Let me take some of my happy juice, man. All right, cool. And that's really the only topic that I really had to get off my chest today. Everything else, I was just kind of wanting to talk to the chat box and see what was up with y'all. I'm just watching film, basically. I just kind of wanted to cool with y'all for a little bit. I just wanted to have some film running, and I just wanted to talk to the chat box. I just wanted to take some calls, and, we could just kind of chill and do that. 515-606-5187, access code 309-104. Steven Lopez says, can we get Collins versus Armstrong? Let me tell you something, Steve. Like, even the beat writers and the radio guys, Jeff Kavanaugh, whatever, his opinions be very... Voch ain't believing in that shit all the way. But he like, man, Dorrance Armstrong having a good day. He like, boy, Malik Collins having a good day. I'm like, I would love to see it. I would love to see what that looks like. It's annoying. Fantasy Couch Podcast. He said, what's up, man? He said, thanks for hopping on our podcast. What's up, bro? Even though I think y'all kind of faking a friendship with me, I think the only reason y'all had me on was so y'all can get Cowboy running back 2 advice. Because at first it was looking like Mike Weber, but hey, man, it might be Alfred Morris. So hang tight, man. We'll let you know. You're probably gonna hit me on Twitter at some point. You're probably going through your mock fantasy draft phase right now. Well, hell, whenever you got a bullet to your head to make a decision, come hit me up and I'll let you know who the handcuff is for Zeke. So take a sip of the happy juice. You should draft Tony Pollard. Think about Tony Pollard. I don't even look at Tony as like a real backup. Like, Tony is the running back 2, sure, kind of, sort of, but I'm looking at Tony like Tony's also a starter. Fantasy Couch, I know you're not a Cowboys fan, but if you go to my Twitter, I actually retweeted somebody's training camp video, and the title of the retweet was there's a lot of information here. Here in this one clip. And it was Tony Pollard versus Leighton Vander Esch in a 1-on-1. But not only was it just Tony versus Leighton, because that's standard, but I've never seen in a 1-on-1 drill, running back versus linebacker, I've never seen the running back go in motion in the 1-on-1 drill. You know what I'm saying? They're normally doing like backfield stuff. They're running flares. They're running Texas routes. They're probably doing some other type of stuff. Running wheel routes or something like that. They actually put Tony in motion and he ran like an out and in. I was like, damn. I was like, this what we doing? Like, this how we giving it up? Now, Vander Esch beat him on the route. There was a lot of things that young Tony could have done differently. But I do expect Kellen Moore to get Tony involved, like for real. Even when Zeke's on the field, I expect Kellen to get Tony involved. So that's just interesting for the backup running back to go in motion versus the starting linebacker in in a 1-on-1 drill. It was pretty interesting though. It was pretty interesting. I don't care about Dak throwing interceptions in training camp because it's training camp. Like Dak has always said, like, this is the time where you want to take the most chances. So if he does do some weird shit, that's not going to be an indication of what Dak Prescott of how he really plays football. Dak doesn't tend to throw the ball to the other team a bunch. So his interceptions at practice ain't really bothering me. Somebody was asking me about the Zeke situation. I actually dropped a think piece on this. You can go check that out, but I'll still hold it down for you. And Brandon, hang tight. I'm about to get you a call in a second. But this whole Zeke situation, bro. Like, if this was like one of the last years of your contract, kind of like with Melvin Gordon was and how Todd Gurley was. If this was the law, I'm mad at you. Law Nation, I'm mad at you. Let me finish this point. I'm gonna tell you why I'm mad at you. I was talking about Zeke. Okay, so Zeke is on the 3rd year of his contract, and he just got off. He just got out of the principal's office, and he got suspended before that, and he had to do this handwritten apology and post it on all his social media, and he got in this car accident. And the Cowboys got into this little collusion case, and he tried to hide that. And he shoulder checked that little boy that was considered security and knocked him smooth over. Zeke might want to shut the hell up. It'll make sense. And I'm always on the player side. I'm always pro player. Like, player, get your money. Player, get your money. Always. But Zeke is not in a good position to get his money. And now the Cowboys getting sued for $20 million because they wanted to cover up this car accident with Zeke. Zeke should be humble right now. Zeke should shut his face and play ball and ask for his money next year. At least till this stuff blow over. Dak won his money because it's the last year of his contract. It's Coop's last year. Byron last year. Technically Jalen's. Zeke got a whole nother 2 years in the tank to go. Sit your ass down. Law Nation, let me ask you a question, brother. Are you busy right now? Because I can send you this link while I fuss at you real fast. Law, you can either let me fuss at you from the chat box, or I can set up the Google Hangout and I can fuss at you like a man. What you want to do, Law? It's up to you. You let me know in the chat box. If you busy, we ain't gotta run it like that. But you let me know. You say send them the link. All right, cool. I'm about to fuss at Law. Now it's funny because the chat box know why I'm about to fuss at Law. Like they have a good understanding about why I'm about to fuss at Law. Close. Nope. But boy, I'm about to fuss at Law. I'm about to be so mad at Law. Let me get Brandon on the phone while I get my call set up. Brandon, what's good?
What's happening, my brother?
Doski Woski, my friend. What you got for the show?
So I'm looking at all of the other shit that the Cowboys need to tweak in training camp, like the on the field discipline shit.
Okay.
What do you think that Dallas is gonna do to try to get like the number of flags down? Like Dallas was like top 3, I think it was, or top 5,
sure,
as far as like holding flags last season, and that's pretty consistent with them.
Yeah.
So what do you think what do you think is something that they're going to be able to do as far as coaching in order to get that down?
That's just Illuminati, Brandon. We just can't count on it. You know, we just can't count on it being that way. And I understand that sometimes as Cowboy fans, we watch with Cowboy eyes, and we probably we probably were penalized more than everybody else, but I don't expect for us to be the most penalized team in the league twice. You know what I'm saying? Twice in a row. Now, if we are, you know, we need to, you know, call some lawyers or whatever, but we only get called on what we call football plays. You know what I'm saying? Like, some penalties are okay, other penalties aren't. You know what I'm saying? Like in terms of what a coach would tell a player. Like, pass interference is like an effort play. Holding is like an effort play. You could just get caught up with that. But like, we're not getting hit with like roughing the passer. I mean, Randy did it like once.
Oh yeah, we towards the bottom of that actually. We towards the bottom of roughing the passer.
Yeah. We ain't getting like egregious penalties. We're getting these subjective opinion penalties, and it just happens to not be you know, going our way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now I will say some of it is guys just getting beat and they got to hold on for their life. Well, I was, you know, just watching film of last season.
Hey man, look, you gotta do what you gotta do sometime, man. Look,
Hey,
look,
you
I
gotta
played center.
hold on to go for that ride.
I played center. I held a bunch. I just learned how to not get. I just learned when to let people go. But I used to hold all the time. It's part of the game. Shut your ass up.
Hey,
Don't let
look,
me hold you.
I was a D lineman, bro. When I had to play O line, I was a little small for that. I did what I had to.
You was a one tech or a three tech? What was you? You don't sound like an end. You don't sound like an edge guy.
No, I was a 3.
Yeah, you sound like a 3 tech. Yeah, I'd have comboed your ass up.
I was about in the 220 to 230 range, all through 10th and 11th grade. But then bones started breaking, and I said, "Fuck that shit, it ain't for me."
230.
Yeah.
A 230-pound 3. What are you playing? The middle school? What are you, the 330? Come on, man.
No, 230, my nigga, not 330.
230, that's what I meant to say. 230 playing 3 tech. How that work, man? You
Hey, I ain't say I was the best, bro.
Oh, okay, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's why I ain't go to college. I ain't go to college playing that shit.
I apologize.
I did that shit for 2 years and got out.
I didn't go to college neither, but 230. I ate your little ass up, man. I'm playing. I'm sorry. My bad.
Hey, I'm gonna say it like it is.
My bad. Law Nation trying to get in via Skype. Oh, that's what that means. That's what the hell y'all means? Today is the last day for Google Hangouts. What that means? What that means?
Oh, I think like Microsoft is kind of merging some of those things, aren't they?
We not allowed to Google. What kind of shit? That's crazy. Well, let me close Google Hangouts. Who is this texting me? I see Mimi texting me, telling me what?
Hey, Mimi.
The chat box. Shut up, Brandon. Quit talking to me. Leave her out of this. All right, Law, call me at Voch Lombardi. I hate Skype, man. I was just getting good with Google Hangouts, man. Now they wanna.
You better check and see if Discord will work for you. Like if you can link that to your voice shit.
I don't even want to do Discord because Discord kind of sucks. I just do it because people use Discord, but I'm not liking Discord very much.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't know what to tell you then, brother.
You call me shit. What you want, man? With this shit?
Oh, no, nigga, I'm trying to help your voice situation out. But as far as questions,
I'm fine. What you got for the show? Shit, I'm figuring this out on the go. I'm good.
I feel you. But as far as Alf coming in, do you think that he's going to see some meaningful snaps during the preseason, or is he just a camp body?
Who?
Alfred Morris.
I think it's about optics, man. I think Jerry and Steven brought in Alfred to make people not sweat the whole Zeke thing, and I get it. If we end up doing a running back committee type of deal, and you let Alfred come in and compete with Darius and Mike and Jordan, I mean, yeah, it makes sure it makes sense if that's what you want to do. I don't necessarily think Tony's job is at stake or anything like that. But yeah, man, this was optics, man. All right, Law, I got Skype open, man. What's the move here? I gotta type in Law Nation. But yeah, I just think this is about playing hardball with Zeke and not complying to his wish, because if you let Zeke get away with this, a lot of people gonna try to get away with it, and I'm not really in the mood to play chicken with a running back. Like if I'm the Jones, I got the same. Like if it's Voch, I got the same bad attitude that the Joneses got about this. If
Everybody can't let their nuts hang like Zeke do the Voch.
If these, God damn, these two players. Hold on, let me turn this volume down. That was loud as hell. Hello?
Scared the shit out of me.
Scared the shit out of me. God damn, that was loud. Let me call Law back. But yeah, if you're okay. That is loud. Brother Law Nation.
Up,
Brother Law Nation, what's good, man?
All right, let me turn my house down and turn my speakers on.
Please. It's loud over here. It's loud as hell over here. I don't know what that was. Anyway, Brother Law,
man,
what's
so much better.
What's good with you, man?
Doing it this way. What's up, man?
Man, listen, man. First and foremost, let me just let you know that you're doing a fantastic job out there in training camp. We as a fan base are so ungrateful. You know what I'm saying? There's a Raiders fan out there somewhere that's ungrateful that the only videos they got are coming from some beat writer that they don't care about. But the Cowboys actually have this community of people that we can actually get footage on. Like Cowboys got a lot of footage online. You know what I'm saying? So, brother, shouts out to you for that. I hope you're getting your views. I hope you're getting your monies and all that. Like, I'm happy for you, bro.
Yeah, I'm surprised, man. You didn't take some of that, man, and chop it up to educate the nation, man.
Man, but
all my videos, man. Everybody feel free to chop it up and take it because I don't have my laptop with me. I just got a cell phone.
Yeah, but man,
everything y'all see it through a cell phone.
But man, brother Law, I have a gripe with you, sir.
Talk to me, man.
Boy, do I have a gripe with you. And to be fair, it ain't really a super gripe with you, but it's a gripe with everybody involved. And brother Lawrence, you just happen to be involved. So okay. I'm looking for the clips, right? I'm just looking around at all the clips. There's plenty of clips. I say, right. Okay, we got this drill where we shedding the bags or whatever. I like that. Okay, they running routes over there. Fire. Then I say, oh, snap, we running. Look at all this motion we running. I say, boy, look at all this motion and deep passes we running. I say, let me go look at Law Nation's channel because I know he got that, what I'm looking for. And I see some similar things, but I'm really not looking at what I'm looking for. So, Law, my biggest gripe with you is where are the linemen at, man?
The hell with those damn linemen.
Law!
I knew you were going to say it. Me and Shango were looking over there. He said, man, you want to get some action of the offensive line? I said, man, to be real with you, Shango, I ain't going to lie to kick it, man. I don't want to know what they doing. I don't even know what type of drill they doing.
Law, you ain't got to know what they doing. That's why I'm here. You got a homie that know what they doing. I know what the hell they doing, Law. Listen, Law, I'm up here like, they showing pre-snap motion. I know what that looks like. They showing Dak Prescott throwing the deep ball. I know what that looked like. Just did a whole video on that. But, man, I want to know what Travis Frederick versus Antoine Woods Part 2 looked like. What that heavyweight fight looked like. I want to know what Conor McGovern looked like. Damn, Conor Williams bigger. What that looked like. Tristan Hill, what that looked like. And Law Nation up here looking at the DBs with your bias. With your DB bias.
Hey, they did the Oklahoma drill, right?
I wouldn't know shit. I wouldn't know shit. I don't know.
Yeah. But your boy Taco Charlton, he ran up against your son, and he folded him up like a wallet. And they said, you know what, we got to cancel this. They went into a whole nother drill. I said, man, what's wrong with your boy Taco, man?
Which son? Which son folded him up? Connor.
Connor. Hey, and they stopped the drill. They said, you know what, we're gonna go do something else.
That's hilarious.
He got up slow.
That's hilarious.
Man, I said, I know Voch, I looked at Shango. I said, man, Voch Lombardi would have been all on that like a cheap suit, man.
I mean, it would have been nice, but you know what I'm saying? You know how that go. Can't get everything you want. I tell you what, man, just based on the few team periods and the handful of things that I've been watching, like when Taco goes against Lael's smoking him every time. But that handful of times I saw Dorrance line up against Lael, like Dorrance really is like he's really the one giving the big fight out there. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
So listen, man, for my audience, for my people, Lord, what you been seeing out there, man? Just give me something, because apparently we not good enough to get O-line film out here. We don't know. Our first 2 draft picks came straight from the trenches, but they want to know what the 4th round running back look like. So I ain't mad. But just tell us what you been seeing, man. What we missing out there?
Everything you said on John Vay Johnson on your film breakdown is true. It's the reality. And you 100% right on Tavion. That's what Jerry Jones called him.
Yeah.
It's looking real like Reggie Davis, and I know that Reggie Davis might not make this team, but he's showing up and showing out. And then on top of that, John Vay and number 83, Guyton.
Yeah.
Those boys, they catching everything that's thrown his way.
Listen, man, I've been trying to tell people, man, look, Guyton fast, but he can't fly. John Vay can fly. John Vay got wings.
and he got that height too. He's not like the quote unquote the Tavons or the Rages. He's actually tall with it.
He's a longer short guy. Yeah, he's a longer short guy. Yeah.
Longer short guy. So I mean, he's doing it, and your boy, the backup quarterback Cooper, he's going through his progressions a whole lot faster.
Mm-hmm.
So they looking pretty sharp. But the DBs, if Jordan Hip Pocket Lewis get burned one more time, I just gonna have to say John Voch probably know how to work him.
It's looking bad for him out there, Jordan.
It's looking horrible for him, man.
Damn, dude. That's your guy too, man. That's your, Jordan Lewis.
It's my boy.
But
it's my boy.
Jordan ain't really the cornerback that you go to for the long speed guys. Jordan is more of a big receiver coverer. He just happens to be short. You know what I'm saying? Like Byron is the one that can run with these guys. But I ain't expect Jordan to be out there getting whooped in there because we don't really want Jordan to get whooped. But I just think that's just an indication of how fast we've gotten as an offense, though.
Yeah. But he's hitting better though out in space. Another guy that jumped out to me in a big game, James, he came up the other day.
Okay.
It's the guy that wore number 74, Jelks.
Jalen Jelks, yeah.
Yeah, Leon